Hello. I deck. Try to beat Darkness 15 finally. Get a pistol. Bosses attack more often. Here we go. My friend and I were watching, I don't know how to say the actual name because it's German, but it's Legend of the Galactic Heroes. We actually started watching the show quite a while ago. Start with. But we kind of put it on pause just because we were having trouble finding a time we could both watch. I think we stopped at like episode 90 or something, so we were really far into it. But we picked it up again, and man, that show is just so good. It's so good. It's like a space anime, but it's like kind of an old show. They actually remade it recently, but I haven't seen the new one. We watched the original, and it's like very interesting. It's not like it is a sci-fi, but it's really more of like a political drama, honestly. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, highly recommend watching it. It's honestly like one of the best shows I've seen. Really good. Yeah. Dragon would be fun. Nah. But yeah, I mean, that show is just like, I was worried I wouldn't remember what was going on. And at first I was like a little confused. I was like, oh, I don't remember who that is or whatever. But the show does a great job of like reminding you of things. The way it does everything. It like has it like embeds little quick reminders in the show in case you've like forgotten things. Because I mean, the show is really long. It has 120 episodes. You know, we're 90 episodes in, so a lot has happened. But yeah, I would say like maybe like one episode into watching, I kind of remembered like almost everything I needed to. Like there were minor details I'm sure that I am still not remembering properly or that I've forgotten, but you know, all the important stuff, they make sure you don't forget. But I definitely don't want to spoil that show because honestly it's just like incredible. If you haven't seen it and you're into like what I described, it's kind of like, you know, political dramas and that sort of thing, definitely give it a try. Yeah, I guess there's not much I can say more besides that without like spoiling things, so yeah. Yeah, we watched like 8 episodes today, so now we're on episode 98. Honestly, I'm kind of sad we're getting close to the end of it. It's been such a long journey since we started watching it. We started watching it years ago too, so a lot has changed since then, you know. I've been watching it with one of my I would say he's probably like one of my oldest friends now. Yeah, he was my roommate in college, and we've kept in touch since then. We both have a lot of similar interests and stuff. So, always been good friends, and I'm glad we kept in touch. He's, like I said, he's one of my closest friends, even though I don't get to see him all that often. He recently pulled off a career change as well, so he's been really busy sort of with that. For him, but that he sort of was able to figure out how to make it work so he could do what he wanted. Oh, the range on this gun is so good. I forgot it reaches so far. Okay. Double how fast Abby fires. That will be useful eventually, but oh my god, that was a mistake. I should not have gotten in there. Bounce him away. Ah! Yeah, I knew I was taking damage as soon as I saw where I was there. it's been a few years since I saw him in person. So we actually lived together for a small amount of time when I was in California. And that was a lot of fun. Now he lives on the East Coast somewhere, I believe. So I'm sure whenever or is it East Coast or maybe West Coast? I don't remember. Anyways, regardless, whenever I travel, I always ask if people are in the area, so hopefully, well, now that like work travel is starting up again, I'll be able to see him and some of my other friends I haven't seen in a while soon. Be a good time. Okay, this is already like doing relatively well, so I'll just start using it. The lightning is enough to like clear specific mods too, so. Although the EXP is kind of, maybe I won't use it yet. It looks like this run is going well so far. I do hope that I can beat it, because I'd like to start getting Darkness 15 on everyone. Wow, they really do attack a lot more frequently. That's okay. The lightning lets me like target him without actually having to even like be near him. It'll take a while to kill him, but it's fine. Angry deer. Its ability is a lot of fun, even though it's like kind of just whatever. Not the best thing ever. Gun damage, speed. The bullet bouncing is pretty good. Bullet damage down is not great. I think the bullet bouncing is fine though, because it you know, it means that the tornado is really effective if I'm getting surrounded. Since it'll bounce around. I don't know if I've gotten piercing yet, though. It did get piercing. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, it didn't do what I wanted there. Looks like it didn't fire. I don't like when bullets pierce and then bounce, because I feel like after that experience where it was like bouncing enemies into me, that was really bad. Thank you. It takes longer to reload when I'm not careful. I guess because I'm picking up XP and that causes the XP thing to trigger. Finish XP. I'll take this. Bouncing low is good. Oh, scary. I do need a bigger clip though for this to— oh god! For this to work. Jeez, they're getting so close. I'm scared. You get out of here. Oh boy. Not a fan. This is good though. So I spin a little longer. Hopefully. God, those guys have so much HP. I need more damage, or like more synergy with my lightning, or something. Right now, I'm not really doing enough. That's pretty good though. We need Electro Mastery. And I need Fire Starter as well. I want to get the lightning synergy. Although the lightning doing AoE damage is going to help a lot. Oh god, let me out! Ow. Well, I walked into that one kind of on my own there. Oh, it's so scary. This is very good. Oh, or maybe not. That kept going for a while there. Speed is good. But I also want to get Shatter. More bullets is also good. I think I do just want more bullets. Then they bounce around more, and hopefully that helps keep enemies away from me, you know? I love how bursty this character is. Like, using her ability and just having bullets go everywhere is so satisfying. Go a little farther. I can still bounce around more, hopefully. I haven't seen any of the fire abilities, which I really kind of need for Electro. I'm sorry, for Overload. I feel like that ability is really good on this character. Because it, like, does a ton of damage. Ah! Frostbite's good. Oh, there's the Fire Mage though, I need that. I think the next boss might be difficult because, like, I don't really have very much control over my bullets. I can make sure all the lightning hits him though. I can just kill him with lightning. I guess I'll do that. I had a friend coming to visit 2 weeks ago, but that's when I got really sick, so we ended up having to cancel the trip. I think I might have mentioned this already, but we rescheduled it, so that's fun. It's going to be my friend who I bike with in the mornings. Looking forward to that. I did actually see them quite recently, but it's always nice to see friends as much as you can, so... I see them every time I go to San Francisco for work, because that's where they live, so... I'm going to show them around here since they're coming to visit. It'll be fun. I don't think they've ever been here before. And, you know, Oklahoma's actually pretty fun. I think people would assume it's not, but you have someone who knows, like, where to go and what to do. actually quite a lot to do here. Where's all my ammo? Here for that. I'll be honest. I'll be firing randomly, some of them will go through. I said I was gonna use the lightning on the boss. I haven't been doing that. Those monsters he releases are actually kind of annoying because they're so tiny that they are kind of hard to hit with my ability. Oh, whoa! Got distracted by a Steam notification. I almost got hit there. Please die. I want to go pick up the XP, but I can't do it until you're dead. There we go. Projectiles, fire rate, red. That's really good. I like that one a lot. Now my bullets will go everywhere. And I also shoot way more of them, so... And it doesn't reduce my damage, so that's an even bigger plus. Yeah, that's gonna really go a long way in helping me survive. I already got Electromastery, I believe. Now it's just whatever I want to take, I guess. Ice Shard. I do have Electromastery, right? Yeah. So just walk into that one. This guy's quite tanky. Starting to fall behind on levels a bit. That's because they get pushed so far away that it's hard to pick up XP. Don't really. Frostbite is probably best. I think I never got Fire Starter too, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm like supposed to be working towards level 30 by now, but I'm still on level 28. Not ideal. Lost my shield immediately. A little late for this, but what can you do? Luckily, I think that these bullets will kill all of the guys around me. There's actually a lot of laser beams. Wow, God! So much. Hard to actually move past it. As long as the projectile guys don't get too close to me or swarm me, I'm pretty set though. You actually have to be very close to be able to... Oh my god, I'm scared. A lot of projectiles. Oh, I feel like I'm in danger right now. Can't see very well. Oh, I'm too afraid. Okay. Bullet damage is good. This is a really bad idea, but it's really fun. Should probably take this one. I'm gonna do it. It's fun. I'm never gonna kill anything again, but you know, who cares? Me trying to collect XP here. Everything's just frozen. Nothing gets to move anymore. Oh, there it is. Good now. He's gonna do way more damage now. Yeah, things are dying a lot faster now. The biggest danger is walking into someone because they can't really see what's happening. Guys, just getting blasted. Where is it? Coming back? Nice. I just need to be careful not to kill myself by walking into someone. Shatter is good. It's also good. Shatter. Probably 6p. More bullets is unnecessary at this point. But yeah, I almost walked into that enemy. Just because it's hard to see them. HP would be nice. Yeah, why not? 2 minutes from winning, so I may as well just take defensive stuff unless I get a lot of damage or something. Yeah, so the explosions are doing a lot of damage now. I think I lost my shield to something that I walked into there. And obviously the shatters do a ton of damage as well. Everything is just frozen, they can't move. There's just too many bullets. This is fun. This is probably one of the best builds to play. It's because it's so much fun, and it's really strong. Like, as long as you're not walking into stuff, nothing can really come close to you. I guess I'll take that. I don't really get anything for that. These are like getting hit right when they spawn. You can kind of tell because like the formation of them is like a perfect line in like a semicircle because they're spawning in like a radius around me. Not these, but like whenever there's a row of single enemies that are like in a perfect half circle. It usually means they got hit like right when they spawn. interesting because this build always feels so strong, but it's always like one of the lowest level builds. So like as long as you get what you need for it to go, it just crushes people. It crushes things. But if you don't get like something to carry you, it falls apart pretty quickly. Bullet Mania. I don't know what that means. And that went well. But the game still feels like a little loud to me. Must just be my headphones are too loud. $15. That's not a ton of runes. I may as well start unlocking the other stuff. Where's that, this one? I'm pretty sure this one is just broken. But, well, again, assuming it doesn't have, like, an internal cooldown. I'll try it later, though, because this one is also quite good, the movement speed one. Damage, pretty good. 10% chance of inflicting a status element. Okay. Just want to spend all my money. Pretty good. That's either really good or really bad, depending on the character, because some characters you want to empty their clip. This. Maybe last amp. It would be good with the crossbow if it's scaled with the charge, but I already know it doesn't, so. Whatever. Great. Yeah. So, what do I want to play now? Scarlett. 3/3 shot. Obviously, she's good with flamethrower. I feel like Spark is also very good with flamethrower though. So we'll play these with Scarlett. Squishing sound start every round for some reason. But he would die. It's good. Reloading is better. Let's start with freeze. Paying attention to that enemy. I do need this just so I can get the fire upgrades. Good. Fight is also good. Bonk. I like that the exploding guys kill things around them when you trigger them. That's a nice little touch. I mean, it would be weird if they didn't, but you know, the quality of the games people have been implementing for this isn't always that high. care for bullet damage. I do want this though, because I want assassinate. Explodey guy. Walked into him. Assassinate. Boss should be spawning soon, right? Oh, there he is. Right on time. Clear a little path here so I can get all this XP. Definitely want fire starter. Fire more, and my load rate is quite low at the moment. Shed magnet. Pickup range is quite low at the moment. I'm starting to realize as I play this game that the amount of build variety is not as good as you would think it is. Although I do think this game is interesting because it does have like a distinct number of them. Like there is a distinct number of builds, as opposed to just like really powerful weapons. What I mean by that? Should I take crossfire? I mean, that whole thing is burning, so. But yeah, there's like a few types of builds. There's like synergy builds. So like getting certain synergies like pretty much guarantees you win the game just because they're so powerful. Like getting overload on a gun that has any gun that has like decent fire rate. It's pretty much just like you're gonna win the game because it deals like tons of damage. It's AOE, and the things you need to get up to fire to overload or give you things that you would want, like making sure you can fire lots of bullets and like that. One more reload rate. Yeah, and then there's also like weapon builds, I guess. Like there are some things that only work with specific. There are some synergies that are good, like pretty much no matter what, with the exception of like maybe a few weapons, right? So like they're good on anything minus like a few things. But there's also some things that are good. Like there are certain weapons that it's kind of like the opposite. There's also certain things that are only good on specific weapons. And that combination kind of gives like a nice, satisfying number of builds, in my opinion. Like the getting like all the elemental stuff is just like kind of like a synergy thing. If you can play it on pretty much any gun, other than like maybe the crossbow and the rocket launcher, because like they are a special case. But playing a summon build, I guess the summon build is also the same. Like if you get all of the summon upgrades, you can play it on pretty much any weapon and you'll do pretty well. For example, the crossbow, like the crossbow really seems to need specific things for it to work. Just getting like a bunch of really good synergies is not enough. They need like specific upgrades. There's electro map. And then obviously some of the characters are, like, some of the builds are much better on specific characters. Like, the Electro Mastery build is really good on this character. Or sorry, not the Overload build, rather, is really, really good on this character because she sets everything on fire just for free. So, like, compared to other characters, this character is going to have a much higher win rate with Overload. But Overload is still good on all the other characters. Whereas, I don't know. The, Lilith doesn't really, like, make the the Overload synergy better with her talent. You know, it's just like, whatever. I don't need that. Her passive just, like, gives you a little bit of extra damage. But, likewise, the summon build is obviously way more powerful on Lilith because her passive counts as summons. And then, on top of that, if she has the bat gun, all of her weapon bullets count as summons. So, like, on her, even if you don't get that many summon upgrades, she can still, like, make a summon build work. I just want to remove. Diamond is interesting because she's such a, like, vanilla character, right? She doesn't really, like, have any special powers. Her power is just lots of HP. So she's more forgiving. I feel like she's a good character to sort of test whether something is, like, a strong synergy, because if it works on her with any weapon, then that's probably just a sign that the synergy is, like, insanely strong. This is good. Great. I would rather take this, though. But yeah, she doesn't give, like, the build any extra power by picking her as a character. I've been sort of thinking about, like, how I would measure, like, the effectiveness of builds in this game because of, like, that. There's, like, 3 variables, right? It's the character, the weapon you choose, and then also the skills you take, the synergies you take. So I think Diamond is really good for doing that because what I just said. Firing behind me is pretty good. Because I don't care about my weapon damage. And then I think that the weapon choice unfortunately does matter too much. So, like, the weapons are just too different from each other for you to be able to say that it, like, one weapon accurately captures the effectiveness of like one weapon. Your weapon choice is going to contribute, like, to the effectiveness of your damage output no matter what, so there isn't a way to, like, control for that variable really. There's obviously the bat gun. You could how do I say this? Take the shield. Like, Diamond is, like, a very good control, right? Because she kind of, like, removes the effect of picking a character on a build. And so, if you want to pick a weapon that kind of does the same thing, it's actually really hard to. Like, there isn't really a good character that... Or sorry, there isn't really a good weapon that by picking that weapon, you can measure, like, the effectiveness of the characters or, like, of the skills, because some of the weapons synergize so strongly. All of the weapons synergize incredibly, like, very, very strongly with one of the builds. So it would be hard to, like, say that that's, like, really a control. Right? Like, if you're trying to evaluate which character's the best, and you pick Lilith then obviously the back gun is going to be best for her because her passive is like summons, and so the weapon is also summon skilled, and picking summon upgrades with her is going to be the best. My HP is good. Really need this. I'll just take her Electro Bug for now to reduce the pool of upgrades right now. Like, I think almost anyone would agree that, like, if you pick Diamond as the character, you can measure, like, how good a gun is, because she doesn't contribute to the strength of a gun, right? So if you just pick a gun and take no upgrades for the entire game, you could kind of see how far you would get with Diamond, and that would tell you kind of like something about the innate power level of the gun. And even if you do take upgrades, it would let you kind of experiment with the innate power level of the gun and skill combinations, because she doesn't really contribute to that in any way. But the same is not true for the weapons, right? The weapons, you can't really figure out, you can't really say that, you can't really compare the power level of character and skill combinations without testing on all the weapons, because the weapons provide too much of an advantage to specific builds or synergize too strongly with one of the characters. And then obviously the skills are all completely different from each other, so there isn't really a good way of controlling for that either. But I think for a lot of this stuff, it's pretty similar, you know? Like, you don't actually have to test every single combination to make an argument for, like, how good it might be. I think there might be some surprises every now and again, but for the most part, I think you could tell from the start, like, what builds will be the most powerful and that sort of thing. Need that. Take this, because I do want Shatter. Although I think I might already have Shatter. I always forget what upgrades I take. Oh. Oh, that's dangerous. Let's get out of there. Oh god, I got too close. That was scary. My bullets like ran out. Or no, I like started reloading and then picked up some XP and it reset my reload. That was really bad. Need to get out there. Just ran through the boss. Hilarious. Also a terrible idea. Oh god, let me out! 10% fire rate. Every time she inflicts burn. That's really good. I inflict a lot of burn, so my damage is about to get really bursty. Oh, it feels so good. Oh yeah, that's very good. This. Wow, that guy just went flying. He must have, I don't know, got hit by he must have like spawned on the wrong side of a fireball or something and it bounced him all hard. Like, power washer, just clearing things out. A few people have recommended other games to me that are kind of like this one, and so far I still think this one and Vampire Survivors are the best. I haven't played that many of them, granted, but like I feel like a lot of the other ones are not very well balanced, especially the mobile game ones. But that's fine. Like, you know, mobile game ones are still fun. It's just not as tight of a game as this is. I'll take HP. And then evaluating the runes too is interesting, because like some of the runes are obviously way better for certain weapons and characters. But again, I don't think you need to actually try every combination. You can kind of figure out just by looking at them which ones are going to work well with what. It's only kind of hard if you are trying to like rank everything relative to each other. Like if you're trying to rank builds relative to each other, that could be kind of tough. What's that sound? It's so loud. Damage, don't care. Walk speed is good. 15 burn. Take this. What is this sound? Is that like the rumbling from the thunder or something? It's so loud. Do I have Shatter already? It doesn't feel like I have it. I definitely don't. I was just curious. But I am gonna I think I want to try to make like a little tier list for this game. I've always wanted to try to do that, and I never have, so whoa. I think I played this game enough to be able to make at least something somewhat reasonable. I don't think I'm like, you know, force of authority or anything like that, but it seems fun, and I've always wanted to try it, so. Why are you not shooting? Is it a trap of something? Are you baiting me or something? He's not shooting, he's just sitting there. Oh god, and then he fires as soon as that happens. I knew it. Maybe it's because I'm freezing him or something? Or, I don't know. I don't know what was up with that. He was just not firing. Need to clear things out a bit. It's getting a little dangerous. Ah! Close. Just die. So that I can move around in peace. I feel like I must be doing a ton of damage, but hard to tell because the screen just like becomes unintelligible when I'm firing. This is definitely the best. Now I have a huge clip. Yep, they're not gonna be surviving. I've already ended up with this build before, but it just feels so good. Look at this poor guy. Just got blasted for like 3,000 damage or something. Oh my god. Yeah, this is easily like one of the best end states. Is just getting the triple your clip size and lightning overload combination. Everything else is like more or less whatever, like irrelevant sometimes because just so much damage. Jesus. Yeah, I just don't think I could die here at this point. As long as I don't get hit by the projectiles. My damage is too much. Way too powerful. I don't even have Shatter yet either. Unless I took it and forgot. No, see, it's right there. See, I didn't have Shatter. That's just gonna make me even more powerful. I think Shatter is definitely one of the best skills in the game. Like, you can take it on literally anything and it's good, because it's like quadratic damage, right? Like, for every enemy wait. Is it quadratic? No, it's exponential damage, right? Because for every yeah. It's exponential damage. So the more that enemies there are, you know, the more damage you do. Sure, I'll take Mr. Dragon Egg. I honestly don't need anything at this point. Like that skill alone is easily the best one in the game. I think after that, probably like Reaper Shot or something is the best skill because it just like increases your damage by a ton. Makes it so your bullets pierce, and makes it so you get infinite piercing if you kill something. Or not infinite piercing, but like it removes the cap on piercing if your bullets are strong enough to one-shot things. Fire rate, max ammo, bullet speed is pretty good. Let's do that. Jesus, I'm so strong, it's like ridiculous. Like I went from kind of struggling to kill things to like nothing can even exist on the screen if I look at it anymore. Oh, I almost didn't see that projectile. Yeah, that's like the only threat at this point is like not doing things because they're just like so obfuscated by all this craziness. This is pretty good. Like that. Kill clip is another one of those skills that's like insanely good. It's good on like virtually any gun. Like you never want to reload slow. That's never like beneficial. And the more powerful you are, the quicker it makes it so you reload. So it like kind of scales with your damage, which is good. Because like with the other reload skills, sometimes what happens is if your buy rate gets too high, then you end up spending a lot of time reloading. But since this one makes it so you reload faster the more stuff you kill, you can kind of get around that. I don't need any of these fake magic lens, I guess. And a lot of the skills have been nerfed. Like, I started playing late. I think if I remember correctly, I remember seeing, like, videos where Shatter is, like, 30% or something. Just, like, the level, like, the skill, not with, like, the Shayna specialization. Literally just Shatter. And there were some other ones that got nerfed, too, that were, like, insanely powerful. And I think they buffed bullet damage, because I think bullet damage, when they released the game, was like really weak. People would just always build elemental. Unseen damage. This is fun, I guess. I don't really need it, but whatever. Did it. Okay. I call it there just because it's getting a little late for me. And, I'll need to go feed Goro. Goro is my, leopard gecko. Very cute. He usually eats around this time. And maybe I can finish the rest of the characters tomorrow, the day after. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. And don't forget to like and subscribe the video and all that if you liked it. See ya!